any of this gold. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Let's Get Trash Pod. Episode, this is the second one we're recording.
Make it seem like it's episode 80, but it's like episode 2. And we're like, oh yeah.
Hey, we might not release this one. We might want Ghostbusters Afterlife to be like 10 years old before we put out our thoughts.
To be the first in, but also like say, oh yeah, we did this 10 years ago. So like,
look back. We'll get to that later. Anyway, this is Let's Get Trashed. I'm Nick. That's Steve. For those of us who don't know us, and please, if you don't know us, please leave a comment or something and tell us, because I'm fully expecting this to be my mom watching, and literally anybody, so if you are somehow a stranger that stumbled on this, please leave a comment and let us know, and also subscribe and all the other YouTube-y type stuff.
Oh, this is on YouTube? I thought this was just a okay, we're doing okay, because you're recording the content, right?
Yeah, we'll do both.
My bad.
Yeah, I just clicked. Yeah, we're gonna do both. We're gonna put out on YouTube, and then it'll be also like Apple Podcasts will be just the audio.
Don't you want to change your swastika t-shirt out though?
Oh, is that what I'm wearing today? No, you think I didn't go through and meticulously? Yeah, I took down all my swastika posters and replaced them with my fake Todd Barry posters.
Okay, gotcha.
Shout out Todd Barry, one of my favorite comedians. For those of you that don't know us, which again is probably very few of you. Anyway, everybody that knows us knows that that's a really funny joke that none of us have any swastika stuff anywhere.
Is it?
Although I did very
dabble in it.
No, let me finish the sentence, Dick, because you're gonna be fucking this up before anybody. I very briefly dated a girl, and we were talking about like politics and stuff, and she was not a Nazi, but we were talking about like family and like like not getting along with family that like has different political opinions. I'm like, I don't know, I feel like family's pretty important. And then she drops the neutron bomb of, oh yeah, well, my cousin has a swastika tattoo. I was like, okay, then what do you want me to say? You win? Like, I can't. Yeah, okay, never mind.
You can't compete.
Yeah, never mind.
Your grandfather has a Klan suit. Like, what the fuck?
It's just like, I'm trying to say, my uncle, I have an uncle who watches Tucker Carlson. Like, that's whatever. 80 million people watch that show. I'm not gonna never talk to him again. He's fine. But then for her to be like, well, he's got a swastika tattooed on his face. Like, okay, then I guess you made your point. That doesn't seem like a fair. I don't know. We might cut this part out because nobody knows I dated this chick. It was years ago.
Okay. 2 months ago. It was 2 months ago.
No, it was years ago. It was like literally in my youth. This is Let's Get Trashed. Steve is an artist from San Francisco. I'm a musician from Austin. We both love movies, and that's why we're here to talk about movies, including today's episode, Ghostbusters Afterlife. But before we get into the new Ghostbusters, R.I.P. to the amazing Jonathan. He passed this morning. Which is the amazing Jonathan, the magician comedian. Oh, dude, I thought you would like know who that is. Okay,
no,
yeah, I'm a big magic fan and also a big comedy fan, and he combined those things.
You're a mix of both. You're
the amazing. Look, real ones will know the amazing Jonathan was awesome. It was so funny. What's also great is that like, in addition to like magic and stand-up, he also did like kind of special effects stuff, like old-timey special effects. So he was doing a lot of like gore stuff, which was really cool. Like he had this one magic trick where he'd like cut his arm open in front of everybody and like blood would go everywhere. And it was super funny and everybody would like get freaked out and stuff like that. So he was doing like practical effects on stage plus all the silly magic stuff and making his dumb jokes and everything. I mean, he was great.
Okay. Well, I believe you.
So check out there's a Hulu documentary. He's been sick for a really long time. There's a Hulu documentary out. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where some guy making the documentary thought he had exclusive access to Amazing Jonathan's last tour, and then like 3 other documentary teams all showed up with the exact same, like, we have exclusive access. And so there's 4, Jonathan just scheduled it. She's like, yeah, all 4 of you get exclusive access.
So people just got 4 of the same content all over again. That's what
kind of, yeah. I don't even know what happened to the other 3, but the one I watched was on Hulu. I watched it a couple years ago. Anyway, RIP to a real one. All right. Let's Get Trash Pod official in mourning for the Amazing Jonathan. All right, on to business, Steven.
I thought you were gonna say that we had a sponsorship or something. I was like, wow,
no.
Second episode.
No, I mean, we're looking for, if you're out there and you want to sponsor us after all this amazing content we've given you thus far today.
You think Fox News would be the one to get the money first? You seem to feed You seem to fit the demographic.
I don't think they're. Why would I be their demographic?
I don't know.
I'm an Austin musician. I'm as yeah. I'm as lefty as they come.
All right.
Well, maybe not. I mean, you're a San Francisco artist. You're basically. You live in the Tenderloin, right? Like you.
No, I don't live in the.
Yeah, that's.
You want to talk about the movie?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about Ghostbusters.
That's what we're here for.
I guess it's a podcast about movies and other stuff. And
other stuff.
So far, our other stuff is R.I.P. All right.
You want to start off with this, or do you want me to go?
Once you start, once you give me your impressions of Ghostbusters, and we'll see.
Do you want to wait for the rating at the end or before? I feel like at the end probably better. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end. And we have our dual rating system. Steve gives it a number out of 10. I just say yes or no.
Okay.
Whether I would recommend it.
I like this movie a lot. I enjoyed it a lot. The nostalgia factors there, the fucking characters. There's some weird parts in this movie where I'm just like, whoa. I don't know. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Paul Rudd trying to fuck the mom, that was just weird, Like there was no need for that. Like you could have just been a teacher, or a fucking. I guess it's a summer school teacher, right? But yeah, that was a little awkward. But yeah, the kids were cool. I'm assuming. Yeah, I think one of the kids has a learning disorder. Is that correct, or is that not? Did you feel that?
I legitimately don't. I legitimately don't know. I don't understand these characters, and I think they're pretty much across the board poorly done. Let's get into it. A couple things. I mean, first of all, I think the what's her name, McKenna Grace. That's the girl. She played the main character.
The daughter.
Yeah, the daughter.
Okay.
I think she did a good job. As being like this kind of weird little kid. But she was also, I don't know, they purposefully put in a lot of things, like, I don't know, this movie made a lot of little weird choices that took me out of it.
What were the weird choices?
Why is the super genius girl in summer school and not the dumb older brother, who's also not dumb because he fixed a 1960 Cadillac by himself? Why is she in summer school? Why does she go from, spoiler alert, there's ghosts in this movie, but nobody knows about it. The idea that kids, we see these children just learn about the Ghostbusters on YouTube in school. They had no idea that nobody just ever even mentioned it.
Yeah.
Ghost busting was a
thing.
Also,
her grandfather was a Ghostbuster. So
yes.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? This information wasn't passed down.
And the mom didn't even mention it,
at all.
Everything is very odd. But anyway, this our super genius main character, she goes from I don't believe in ghosts to literally immediately she's like, okay, well, I'm playing chess with a ghost right now, and I'm fine with it. Like, the movie doesn't take 1 second for her to be like, oh, my whole rational system of thought is imploding on itself, and now I have to make a change in what I believe. It's just like, yep, thanks Ghost for that great game of chess. Now start moving the light around so we can build this proton shit together. Like, it why not just make her believe in ghosts from the beginning? She could have been the young ghost. She could have been a young ghost enthusiast,
because she's smarter than that. Like she's the smartest kid. That's why she's able to fix shit and like figure shit out. Well, seemed like it.
I was a pretty smart kid. I never had to go to summer school. That's the other thing, is like, why is she in summer school other than to meet? Why can't it be like summer camp? Maybe it's we sent the kids to science camp.
I feel like there's an explanation for that. I feel like there was an explanation for that, like why she's there.
No, there wasn't.
No, really? You sure?
No.
Okay, because even podcast, the kid,
who I also didn't like.
You didn't like him?
I thought he was funny, but I personally, I don't like when Hollywood disrespects the noble profession of podcasting. Like the idea that doing a podcast is some sort of joke, when many of us depend on the podcasting arts to survive. Frankly, if you don't, there's two things I respect, and it's podcasters and the troops, in that order. So I didn't like that they were making fun of my livelihood in this movie with a podcasting child.
Which troops? All the troops, or just our troops? What are we going with here?
Any troop, any troop, doesn't matter what country. It doesn't matter. I know the troops. I know the troops. I know the Russian and Ukraine troops are popping off right now. I just want to say I respect you both equally.
We might have a third episode, because this might go very poorly.
Anybody, if you're the troop, just know that I respect you almost as much as podcaster.
Just North Koreans, yes.
Yeah. No, it was funny to watch, to be like, all right, we're me and Steve starting a podcast, and then the first movie we watch is like making fun of podcasters. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot everybody's doing this.
Yeah.
I thought we were a chosen few.
Yeah.
Chosen for our merit. Anyway. No, he was pretty funny.
Cute.
Yeah, he was fine. Individually, I think everybody was fine, but like just a few stuff, like, again, not hearing about she goes from not believing in ghosts to like, you didn't hear that the Marshmallow Man attacked the Empire State. You didn't hear about that.
These are just things that happen. These are things that should be in history books at this point,
Yeah, or at least pop culture. I mean,
yeah. Oh, like 9/11, and then right before that should be.
Yeah.
Like that's the order of progression. That's where shit needs to be.
Here's the thing. In 1984, ghosts did not attack New York City, but we have 4 Ghostbusters movies about that event that didn't happen. If that happened in real life, there would be 20 movies being made about it that she would have at some point seen. It's just that whole thing of like trying to turn her from a skeptic into a believer was just an unnecessary arc that doesn't pay off and doesn't do anything. Also, my really big take is, again, characters in movies that don't make sense is my biggest thing. And I don't understand why I don't understand why there's so many like bad people in this movie.
What do you mean bad people?
Paul Rudd. He's a great actor. I'm not talking about real life. We're talking about movies, Steve. I'm sure he's fine. But whatever his character's name, Teacher Steve,
as Gruberson.
Gruberson is a piece of shit. Why is he? If I thought he was just, they set him up to be like some slacker whatever guy who's teaching. Why is he ignoring all these kids? He's supposed to be teaching, and he's if he was an idiot and was incapable of teaching, and he's just a dude that they threw into the substitute teaching system, and he's just like, whatever, I can't like deal with this. Fine. But this is how they set him up to be. But very quickly you learn he's actually kind of a scientist himself. He's in this town studying earthquakes. He's a smart enough dude. Why are we cool with this dude neglecting students like that? Like, he's not even trying to teach. We don't even see them like fight the battle and try to teach.
Summer school. No one gives a shit in summer school, man. Do you think a teacher's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go out of my way to teach these
Damn, Steve. I forgot you're a West Coast elitist that thinks that doesn't care about these kids.
I went to summer school. You know why? Because it was like free daycare. It was like, send them over there. Let's go get that out of the way, Because it was like, oh, they're gonna go hang out with their friends, and it's just a day to go do something, So that's what I would go do during summer. I don't think I needed summer school. I might have needed summer school.
It's wild for you to rationalize summers. You had to go to summer school because you made poor choices during regular school. That's the reason why that happened. Why is this main character and Podcast, who's ostensibly a pretty sharp kid?
Yeah,
he's tech savvy. He's quick and
content.
Yeah, what is going on? What is going on in this school district that like literally the two smartest kids in town are in summer school?
Where the fuck do they go to?
They have some Oklahoma.
Oh well,
it's some like Oklahoma. I think it's a fictional Oklahoma town. Dan, did you just disparage Oklahoma? Wow, coming in hot with our left coast. No, Oklahoma's fine.
Left coast. What?
So anyway, the fact that he doesn't try to teach the kids at all until he finds out that one of them is like smart enough for him to talk to.
Yeah,
like he just completely ignore. He puts on him it wasn't even like a Bill Nye like semi-educational tape. He makes him watch Cujo, which is funny, but still, he's completely disinterested in these kids until one of them has something that
is of value to him.
Yeah, exactly.
We hear about
and then the second he learns that this kid is slightly interesting, he tries to fuck her mom.
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I think they could have made him. They could have made him either not a scientist at all and just made him a regular schlubby dude who doesn't care, and then he gets dragged into this thing and now he has to care. Or they could have made him a teacher that tries to care from the beginning, and then he connected with his two smartest students over ghost science and then continued from there. But it doesn't make sense for him to go from like, I don't care about anything, I don't care about these fucking kids, to I'm in your life every second of this movie now.
Yeah, sure.
I would have liked to see more character development from the mom too.
I feel like she was kind of left out in this.
She wasn't as left out as Stranger Things boy. The older brother, he was that's why he's in this movie, because he's the star of Stranger Things, right? Which I haven't seen, so I don't know anything about it.
Really check it out. It's really good.
I hear it's great. Everybody says it's great.
You're probably gonna hate it. Let's be real.
I'm not into nostalgia stuff, which is what that TV series is heavily like about. I'm just not into it. But I remember him when this was out. They're like, we have to get this kid. We're doing a nostalgia Ghostbusters-y reboot. We're doing a soft reboot a la Star Wars, where we have some of the old characters passing the torch to the new thing. We're doing all that. We need the king of nostalgia, Finn Wolfhard, to play the teenage boy who gets 16 and a half minutes of screen time. Like, he's not in the movie.
He was shooting Stranger Things season 5. He had to be somewhere,
man. Yeah, I mean, he's not in the movie. He's not even in summer school. He's like supposedly the dumb one, but he fixes a car, which is pretty sick. And then he, like his arc, right, this is all spoilers. His arc is when he shoots the thing. He just shoots the proton pack at the Transformers at the end, and that like powers him up.
Yeah,
which I feel like isn't how that works, but I don't know. Either way, I don't care about the science. This is an anti-science podcast. For everybody, we're
flat Earth.
Yeah, this is a science official. Let's get trashed. Official stance: we don't trust the science. I can speak for Steve on that. No, we're not gonna. It doesn't matter that part of it. But anyway, he was barely in the movie. I thought he was the presumptive star. But
yeah, same. I thought I had the same vibe.
But it was about the younger sister, who again did an excellent job. I think he did a good job too, as like this kid. Yeah, I would have liked to see more character stuff,
development and growth from him.
Yeah, and from the mom, because I like the whole down on her luck thing. I don't know why. I don't know what went wrong that like her life is this chaotic and she's in this bad of a situation. I would have liked to have known. I would have liked to have known what she was doing all day during,
Yeah, they kind of get the kids were out.
Yeah, the kids are at school, or one of them gets the older brother. The reason we don't see him because he's working. He's got a job. Mom, the one scene we get when the sister comes home and then mom is like 3 glasses of wine empty. But I think there's more than one wine glass there.
Huh?
As if to she didn't refill one wine glass and keep drinking out of it. In order to make it look more disheveled and more drunken, there's like multiple wine glasses on the table.
Oh, okay.
Which is a weird detail. It's not like beer cans where you have a bunch of beer cans and that's how we show the viewer. Yeah, that's how we show the viewer this person has been drinking during the day and now they're sleeping now they're sleeping at their dining room table. She has like, I don't know. It looked to maybe I might be inventing all this. Don't go check. If you're watching, don't go check. All right. This is a no fact checking podcast. Also, that applies to our fans.
So what you would have preferred was empty wine bottles all around her.
Yeah, that would have
signified the alcoholism.
You know what? Maybe that's
ruining her life and also putting her back in this shitty ass home with the kids. Yeah, so that's really the story you wanted to see, was the story
maybe
of alcohol addiction.
And if that's the case, I would have liked to have seen more of it. To get a little
just her throwing bottles is super fucked up. Just like, I hate this house.
Yeah.
I hate my dad. He's a Ghostbuster. Like,
yes, dude.
Like some
yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Some sort of something to show us the real consequences. Because unless you have anything else to say, we're entering the go off zone right now. Because your boy might be going off on Egon Spengler right now. Unless you have anything you want to preempt.
I think I'm okay. You go for it.
All right. As far as everybody being a piece of shit, Paul Rudd, Carrie Coon, the mom. I don't know if she's necessarily a piece of shit, but if she's at home, passed out drunk while her kids are at school and at work, if she's not, I didn't see the house get like cleaner throughout the, I don't know.
What is that her job was to clean the house, man?
Her job is to do something. I don't know what they were trying to make her do.
That's fair. I understand, because I didn't see her have a profession. I just saw her drop her kids off, and that was about it. And then,
right,
I don't know what happened beyond that point.
If they gave us one scene of her like going places, handing in resumes, being like, "This is a small town. We don't need a social media manager at the fucking hardware store." She's like, fine. Like, if she's going around trying to do something,
find work,
that makes sense. Just one little scene of that, just so we know, like, what is she doing?
Yeah, or maybe just like also hiding ghost shit, because like it doesn't seem like she raised them with any ghost information, and like
Yeah,
maybe that's a sore subject. So
good
hide that
point.
shit.
That could have.
Avoid the kids finding it. Also, just not live in a fucking haunted house. You know, that's another thing. Where your father died and his body just laid there for. No one found that man for a couple of weeks, man. Let's be honest. No
Yeah,
one's going to visit that house to say check up on the old
yeah.
man. You know,
Literally, Annie Potts is the only one. Annie Potts is the one
yeah,
who's like, probably she's probably the one that found out about it. She called a bunch of times and he didn't answer, and so
yeah.
eventually, like, somebody checked. But again, I can. That's fine. I don't mind filling in that blank in my head.
Yeah.
How they found him. But the fact is, like, what is? Yeah, I like that. I like that possible storyline of I don't want my kid. I'm anti-ghost. I don't want my kids to know anything about this. That's happened. What other movie did that happen in? Where it was like
I feel like Casper, but I don't think so.
No, I mean not specifically with ghosts. It was something like, okay, get out of Ghost Town in your brain. Ghost Town. That's a better ghost movie. Ghost Town, by the way. Ricky Gervais's Ghost Town.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I think with Ricky Gervais and Greg Kinnear. That's a good ghost movie. Yeah, no, it's something where it was like, I didn't want my children to know that usually it's the father, that their father was a something. Because then
but they didn't have a father.
So they'll follow on his path. Yeah, that's the other thing is where's the father? And so I understand that he's like a bad dude and like the marriage didn't work out or whatever. Or no, she's like he couldn't relate to his daughter. But that's what they said, which is very sad. I'm sure that happens. I don't know. I thought the daughter was charming, even if quirky. So yeah, you do have to be a pretty big piece of shit to run out on your daughter just because she's like kind of weird. Or I guess what are they implying? She's like autistic or something?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I'm
assuming there's some little like things that were like.
Well, that's no reason to leave your family, and we're getting to Egon in a second.
You say that like you raise a child.
But again, is the dad so bad when she's like, "Hey, I'm getting kicked out of my New York City apartment, and I have to move the kids to a haunted house in Oklahoma. Can you take them for a couple weeks while I like get my life together?" Yeah. It's got to be something.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
But whatever. I guess the theme of this movie is people abandoning their family for
better things.
Better things.
Alcoholism.
Living on a ghost farm.
Yeah. Living your best life.
I don't know, man. Why would Egon? I mean, Egon left his family, dude.
Yeah.
To go fight the apocalypse. But guess what? That's what Egon is reprehensible if this is like the storyline they wrote for him. And then they tried to give him that cheesy redemption. But the fact is, like, he's like he's saving us from the demons coming back. But yeah, dude, I'd be strapped up like Doom Guy too if I was Egon and I abandoned my family because the demons are coming for you, man. You're the
only enemy. You're probably you're like the one you have to go for.
Egon should have just jumped into that hell pit and been like, I'm one of you because I'm a fucking demon who just abandoned his daughter and his wife. And,
I can relate.
Yeah, is like, why are you even fighting these guys? You don't want, it seems to me like you're on the same side as the hell demons. If you and again, you don't have to cut off your, like that whole redemption arc of like, oh, he actually did love me because he has all these newspaper clippings. It was like, dude, you're making a phone call once a week to Annie Potts. You can't, even if you believe in this mission, you can't just like call your daughter and let her know. You have to get he had like their hometown. That would be like if you and I got the fucking Valley Morning Star delivered to our houses so we could keep track of our daughters. Like that's, he got his hometown newspaper shipped into Oklahoma so he could watch he
didn't have the internet either. So he used this form of communication as top priority,
they're from New York City. He's like, hopefully my daughter's ballet recital gets put in the fucking New York Times so I can clip it out on my wall. Like it's an insane insane level of them trying to redeem this character that they gave him a completely shitty, like, Harold Ramis is dead. Guess what, Egon? Looks like you go from being the likable nerd to the fucking deadbeat dad piece of shit who left your family to go fight ghosts, and even your best ghost friends didn't believe you. Like,
yeah, just bail on them.
Yeah. Again, it's a crazy turn of events. It's the craziest way to write out Harold Ramis out of the series.
Yeah.
Is that not that he died 20 years ago. He died he died right now after leaving his family for 25 years.
Yeah.
Wild, dude. I couldn't believe that choice from the filmmakers.
Yeah, man. And then so Jason Reitman directed it.
Yeah, the son of Ivan. The son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the first two.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
holy shit, I did not know that.
Yeah, his dad Ivan Reitman directed and like co-wrote with Harold Ramis the first one.
Wow,
the original Ghostbusters. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like it's a family thing. Yeah. Jason Reitman has a dad that's also that's also involved in ghost-busting, and he manages to pass it along to his son. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the other thing. Well, another little funny thing I noticed is that they did the Star Wars thing, and I want to state, I'm a big shout out to the gods, Red Letter Media. I have not watched their episode yet. We were supposed to record this last week. I've been holding off on watching their episode but I have not watched it yet because I don't want to accidentally regurgitate any of the things that they say.
Yeah.
But here's one point that if they made it, I guarantee you I'm not copying them. But why did they give Harold Ramis? They made his ghost young. Like,
they didn't.
They made his ghost thin.
Yeah.
He doesn't? Harold Ramis lived a long life after Ghostbusters. He got pretty fat, and now it's like the end of the end of Return of the Jedi. If you watch like the special edition, they replaced that old guy with fucking with Hayden Christensen. He's now like, Anakin Skywalker.
Tearful high. Like it's like what's going on?
Well, yeah. Why if you become a ghost? Yoda has to be a 900-year-old ghost. Obi-Wan Kenobi's a fucking 100-year-old man ghost. And then Hayden Christensen's like fucking 19, like, what's up? I'm a sexy ass ghost. I'm your dad. And he's like, you don't look like, you should look like a ghost of how but they I don't know. Harold Ramis he was a fat dude at the end.
Yeah, well, these kind of in some of the I'm looking at the screenshots here of like some movie, and he's not a small dude. He's pretty hefty. He's not like how he looked when he passed away or before he passed away. But
right, he's not like, because he was, I remember seeing him. I remember the first time I saw him like as fat Harold Ramis he was Seth Rogen's dad in Knocked Up, when Seth Rogen gets Katherine Heigl pregnant.
Oh shit!
He was Seth Rogen's dad in that movie.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, he gives him the little speech of like, come on, man, life just happens. Weed is cool. They talk about weed because, of course, God forbid a Seth Rogen movie not go have one scene without weed. But he's going to his dad, Harold Ramis, like, what do I do? I got this girl pregnant. He's like, kids are great. Have a kid. Yeah, what's the big deal? Smoke weed, have kids, all kinds of responsible shit. But anyway, that was the first time I saw him in years. And I was like, oh shit, Harold Ramis got big.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, he did get very.
They could have made him look like that. Make him look like Harold Ramis. Don't make him look like, I don't know. Yeah, that's not that big of a deal. But that was just a funny detail that they fucking Anakin Skywalkered him.
Yeah. 1 second.
Let's see. I also went back I also went back and rewatched. After watching this movie, I rewatched Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Have they? Well, obviously they're still. I still remember them. I don't remember this film very much, and I've only seen it I saw it last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
and it was I remember the older films way better than I do.
Of course, yeah, of course.
I guess it's also because I've watched it multiple times.
Yeah, but Ghostbusters 1 is a fucking masterpiece. I mean, it's a class. It's up there of all-time best comedies. You know, with because it's got everything. It's just so good. And then this movie is just there's so many little references to Ghostbusters 1. And again, they do that. They're doing that. This is all very derivative of Marvel soft reboot shit. Yeah. Because they ignore Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters 2 is not mentioned at all. They reference any little thing in Ghostbusters 1, they reference the books being stacked. They don't, a living person doesn't stack books this way. You know what I mean? It's just everything. It goes back to we have the same villain we had in not to me. To me, the villain is Egon Spengler, but in the movie universe, the villain is Gozer again. Or they bring back all the marshmallows. Turn into why did every marshmallow come to life? And now our little,
nostalgia.
Again, exactly. It just doesn't.
I get it. The cute factor. I get it. I'm trying to get tickets.
But why would the ghosts even think to do that?
Why would they jump into a marshmallow and be like, "This is my life now"?
Yeah, to every staple. It's literally brand specific too. It's not even
gotta make that money, man. Gotta get that ad revenue.
Whoever
buy those marshmallows.
Hill Country Fair marshmallows aren't just sitting on the counter going oh fuck, thank God we're not Stay Puft. we'd be running around doing all kinds of shit right now. We get to just chill and be marshmallows.
No, but yeah. So I was looking at Jason Reitman's other shit, and he's done Up in the Air. Thank You for Smoking. Juno.
Jason Reitman.
Yeah,
the director.
He did so much. He's done a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of that. Although I did see Thank You for Smoking, and I liked it.
Yeah, that was really good. I like that one.
He did.
It's really good.
He directed 2 episodes of the original British Office as well, which is cool. Yeah, so that means he was in with Ricky Gervais early on, which is cool.
That's cool.
But what's funny? So Ghostbusters 2. So Ghostbusters 2, Sigourney Weaver has a kid, right? You remember Ghostbusters 2?
Wait. Yeah, I do. She has a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, she does. Yeah,
she has a baby.
Okay.
Who is the crux? She has the crux of the movie in Ghostbusters 2. The evil, whatever his name was, I just watched it. I already can't remember, but whatever his name is, the evil painting guy is going to inhabit her baby and come back to life as her baby.
Okay. Yeah.
They in 1989 when Ghostbusters 2 came out, they wanted to redo the love story with her and Bill Murray again. So they were split up. She had the baby with someone else.
Oh shit. Okay.
After they broke up after Ghostbusters 1. And now Bill Murray's trying to get back into her life, and he is eager to be a stepdad. It's kind of the dynamic.
Okay, so Bill Murray's a great father.
Yeah. But that's the point. But the fact is, they invented this off-screen character of the father who also left his kid to go play in an orchestra in Europe. He got a job with the Berlin Symphony Orchestra, so he's going to leave his child for and everybody's what would I leave? I don't have. First of all, I can't even leave this house I'm renting. I'm paying what I'm paying a month. I'm not going to leave this. I'm certainly not. If I get job offer. I can take a cruise ship gig, but I don't want to give up this place that I don't even own. I obviously wouldn't go if I had a kid, but it's so funny that they wouldn't even make in '89. It wasn't even like Bill Murray was the father. They were split and then they got back together.
Yeah,
because that idea was too unacceptable. That we can't have a main character. 1989 likability charts and graphs. We can't have a main character who's not in his kid's life. That's insane. Yeah. And in 2021, when this movie comes out, it's fucking, Nobody knows their father. Podcast probably doesn't even have a dad. You know, they never bring it up, but
I'm sure of it.
Sure. It's 20, you know, which is like, so why are we stopping the demon apocalypse? Like, the demons are right. They should be coming for this country that doesn't care about children. You know, nobody teaches their kids.
Education.
Nobody's.
Dude, it's a rough start for.
I say let the demons have their chance because they can't do worse with this country than we're doing.
Let's give them a shot. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Let's just see
what they can bring to the table.
Yeah.
Vigo is the bad guy.
Vigo, thank you. Yeah, Vigo was the painting come to life with a purple ooze, which.
Dude, I forget that Dr. Janus Poha.
Yeah.
Poha from Ghostbusters. Man, I hate his character and I hate the way he looks. To be honest, it's fucking weird
with his hair.
Yeah.
Stuff, yeah. Yeah, they gave him that real weird accent.
I
guess he was
like about that.
They're trying to make it was 89, so it was like every bad guy had to be Eastern European. As opposed to now when bad guys have to be us, our most beloved characters have to be the bad guys.
But yeah, I think this movie, I honestly I don't remember how it ends. I remember everything up to the ending, but I was like, I don't remember the ending. Like, if you explain it to me, I could probably remember it. But right now, I'm drawing a blank.
So they're recreating Egon's trap. They're running away from the mountain.
Oh shit!
After Paul possessed Paul Rudd, he's now the.
He's
before he turns into a dog.
Okay.
Before he turns into a dog, he's possessed and he sabotages Egon's four gun cannon thing that goes into this open hell pit, which is like it's almost the same. It's the same open like demon pit as that's where that's how Arnold Vosloo died at the end of The Mummy 2.
Oh shit! Yeah.
You remember, it's him, it's the Mummy, and it's Brendan Fraser. They're both hanging on, and then Brendan Fraser's wife, Rachel Weisz helps him up, and then whoever was playing a Knocks You to the Moon like runs away.
Yeah,
and then he just goes down into the deep.
Yeah, he just like love me.
Yeah, he's like,
shit,
I'm not as loved. Yeah, it's the exact same kind of thing. You just look down there, and there's like orange creatures, like
reaching up,
reaching up.
Yeah, I remember.
So that struck me as like, oh, it's the same. I wonder if the Mummy's down there. You can hang out with, I don't know.
I mean, I get this. At this point, it's probably like they're both. It's a whole world. It's a whole realm that they work in.
Everything's a cinematic universe to you.
Yeah, well,
you can't watch anything that's not part of a cinematic universe.
Yeah, I prefer it, like Marvel, DC, all that stuff. There's something recently. I just watched. I don't know. Are we done with this movie? Because
no, but we still have to do like our recommendations and a couple other things.
So what are you giving this? What are you guys? I think you should watch it. I think this is like it's not a great film. Again, I didn't remember the ending very well.
Yeah,
it was my bad on my end.
I didn't even finish telling you about the ending.
Oh shit! Keep on going.
So they're trying to.
I remember after that though. I remember everything. So
okay, never mind. Then you got it.
Yeah,
we won't spoil the ending for our fans that want to take Steven's recommendation and see this movie. Which you're stealing my whole
sorry,
thing.
That's why I was gonna give a percentage.
Give a number. Yeah, all right.
I give it like a 7 out of 10.
A 7 because you gave Don't Look Up a 6.
Yeah,
in an original comedy property, you gave that a 6. This is a 7. You're giving it. Okay.
Yes, I'm. The reason being is because I had fun in this movie. I didn't have fun in Don't Look Up.
All right,
I thought there were some fun moments. There was some cool editing. There was some fucking the fucking ectoplasm. What's the vehicle called? Ecto 1.
Oh yeah, Ecto 1.
That fucking vehicle. I thought that was really cool that they brought that back, and they gave him a fucking what is it? When the sidecar comes out and she's going to town on fucking I guess the new the new fucking baddie that's running.
His name is Muncher.
Muncher.
His name is Muncher. So he's not. There's Slimer's done.
Slimer's done. Now we got Muncher.
We've got Muncher played by Josh Gad.
Fuck. Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of fat Josh Gad. Which no hate, I'm fat, so but but it's funny that they even felt like they had to have an actor. Like he's not
saying words.
Yeah, it's just making sounds. I thought it was all computer generated sounds. I didn't realize. I didn't realize they had a dude. They had a they had a dude on the mic going, blah, 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 you know, and it's like, and featuring Josh Gad as the muncher. It's like, come on, dude, you could, you know, Josh Gad's not that, you know.
He's not that bad.
Yeah, he's not James Corden. That's what they should have gotten. I called James Corden is the muncher.
Yeah, that's it. No, 100%. Because I was like, wow, they actually got. I didn't know till right now that they got him to do the voice.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know why you would. I figured it would be like
just some
Foley
kid could do that. Yeah.
Foley work. Literally, you know, shaking a pan or stomping a boot in mud. Yeah, shaking. Yeah, I didn't think we needed a dude. We have to pay an actor who gets a featured as credit to be like, and not even a voice actor. They didn't even get like a, you know, a voice actor like a John DiMaggio or a Tara Strong, like a Billy West. You know what I mean? Like they. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep naming Futurama actors because you know. They got like just a dude. I don't know. I mean, you know, Josh Gad's fine, but it was funny. It's also weird, you know. They're trying to like, you know, podcast has that good idea of we got to let him out. He's gonna eat his way through the metal bars, and then we can get all of our ghost shit. And he does. He eats the metal bars that he goes through the ceiling and just leaves. And it's like he could have just done that. You know,
he could have just bailed immediately and
what if
not helped anyone out.
What if your plan doesn't work? What if he's not as hungry? What if he just bails right away?
Got pulled up on the first load, and now he's like, I can't really do a round two. You know,
I didn't like the remote control trap and all this kind of stuff. You know,
that was cool. I don't
know.
Technology. You know,
it was just silly.
It was,
but not like in a funny. I don't know. Ghostbusters was such a great movie because it's so like sarcastic and it's so funny and these guys are just like
because it was meant for adults. It wasn't meant for children. This is a movie for children now. Like, you know, like that was a movie for like if you were a teen, you were watching Ghostbusters back in the day. Now you're like 7 and you can watch Ghostbusters. You know, there's some shit in the original Ghostbusters that are a little adult themed. That well, I guess Paul Rudd trying to fuck your mom is kind of a big deal. But I don't like at one point Ghostbusters, a ghost performs fellatio, man, and that's kind of crazy. You know, like there's a weird moments in that film where I was like, what the fuck? Why was this necessary? And like
because it was an adult comedy for adults, and again, I don't know. I don't even think this movie. I don't think kids even want to see this Ghostbusters movie. I think it's for dudes our age and in their 40s. I think it's for Gen X to you know, the same guys that dress up in Ghostbusters uniforms and go to Comic-Con or whatever. Have the plasma thing. It was, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so you gave it a 7 out of 10. You're gonna recommend it.
It's a fun movie. I think you should enjoy it. It is what it is. Yeah.
And that's enough for you to recommend. That's the thing is because of I think all the exact same things, which is why I don't recommend it. Don't even bother watching it. I mean, it's fine. There's a few funny jokes. You know, the young actors. I generally don't like kids in a lot of movies, but all these are, you know, charming enough and interesting. But I don't know. I don't think it's worth going to see or renting or anything. So I would say just skip it. Don't even worry about it.
Just keep the first 2, and that's about all you need.
Yeah. Although I rewatched 2 and I was like, this movie's not that good either.
It's still good.
It's okay. It's good. It's better than this.
Yeah.
It's better than this. Like, but Ghostbusters 1 is perfect, and Ghostbusters 2. The great thing about Ghostbusters 2 is that like all sequels back in the 80s, it was different from the original. That's what bothers me about this whole film culture of like doing all these reboots and everything.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's just it has to hit all the same beats. It has to like reference the same things. It has to have the same bad guy. We always have to have a fucking bigger Death Star. And every single one of these, let's just make the Death Star bigger. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing now. And now instead of, you know, now we have the whole demon pit, and then Gozer's going to come destroy the whole world, starting in Oklahoma for some reason. the referencing Evo Shandor, the all this kind of stuff, you know.
But yeah, I know what you're saying, because it was like, because I just recently, well, I didn't watch it recently, but Gremlins, the first one and the second one are fucking like, but they're still fun. I still enjoy the shit out of them. But
they're completely different. But also, Gremlins 2 was like a joke on the fact that it was a sequel.
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that the whole point. I think so, and I don't really remember, but I know Gremlins 2 is like, the reason it's so different. It's the whole thing is like they're being very self-referential to the fact that it's a sequel.
That makes sense.
Because they didn't want to just do another like Gremlins story. Because of what other, you know, how far can we go with the fucking Gremlins? So they did kind of like a, you know, they kind of like the Spaceballs joke, like Spaceballs the poster. They did all that stuff. Yeah, they did all that. Gremlins the, you know, the video game, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I guess we can, you know, as of recording, you know, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 62 critic score, 94% audience score.
Wow, that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, most of the country agrees with you that this movie's good and you should watch it.
Yeah, I think you should.
But
I think it's something to watch, and especially during these times when you have nothing to watch. I mean, there's not a lot of new movies coming out as like they were, you know, because of the pandemic. So like seeing a Ghostbusters film, this movie was like supposed to come out in 2020, dude. And
sure, really, not 21.
I don't think so, man. I think it was 2020 is when it was supposed to come out.
Oh, okay, and it got postponed a year.
November, yeah. So it got postponed a whole year. So like, maybe they were expecting. I don't know. Maybe it's some recuts or something. I don't know. It just, there's some parts in this movie that were just like, you know, like it wasn't.
Yeah, this thing is just, it's not as funny. I don't know. Whatever. We're just retreading the same.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have been funny in 2020 though either. Like, you know, I don't know.
Oh, for sure, it would have been bad whenever it came out. Yeah, I guess movies are not. I don't know. Are movies not coming back? I feel like theaters are still getting a lot.
They're trying, but I don't think. Like, I've gone to theater. I've been going to theaters recently a lot, and like I don't see the turnout like you would. Like, yeah, for Marvel movies, yeah, of course, but like everything else, like it's been pretty slim, man. Like pretty dead in most theaters. I was like, holy shit, like maybe 10, 15 people, and that's because like there's a lot of fucking people over here, so I was expecting more, but like it's pretty dead. But yeah, I don't know.
We'll table our. I do want to someday have the movie theater versus at home watching discussion, because you and I have, again, differing opinions on
100%. Yeah, on how you should enjoy a film and the correct, proper way you should. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You're right. You're wrong, but we'll talk about that on a different app. But the other thing is, I just realized, so 94% audience score Rotten Tomato. That's Steve. He's a man of the people, popular. 62% critic score. That's me and the other celebrated critics. Those of us with credentials, we don't like the movie. So you should listen to I'm the science you should be trusting. When I say this movie's bad, you know, me being the acclaimed podcaster.
Second show in. We're good. We got this. We got this down.
I can't wait to be a podcast millionaire. This is going to be this is so easy. I mean, it's not easy. It's the toughest, most important job a person can do. But I'm good at it, so it's easy. It feels easy. All right. Well,
let's talk about what movie we want to get into next. Like, let's hear that. See, why not? Like, let's
we have a few things on our list. We should probably do something like pretty new. But
what are you feeling?
I don't know. Maybe something like in the theaters.
Yeah.
Should we do Jackass?
I don't know. I'm down because I just watched that recently. Yeah.
You watched it. I can go watch it.
Yeah, if you want.
That would be. But I don't know what's there to talk. Although we're already like almost at an hour, so I don't know if we need to be. They don't all need to be this long. Also, folks. Sure. Sorry, we're trying to find our rhythm and figure out how to do it. I would love to talk about Dune.
Let's do Dune.
I really like Dune.
I want to watch it again.
Okay, yeah, I'm a relatively new Timothée Chalamet fan. As I mentioned on the last episode we recorded, you know, everything I've seen that kid in, I've really liked, and I thought Dune was really good.
Have you seen Little Women?
I haven't.
You should watch that. It's actually pretty. I actually loved it.
If he's in it, I'll check it out. I'm gonna go through his whole catalog. I'm even gonna watch. I'm gonna watch the one where he's gay with the Lone Ranger.
Oh, the guy that eats people. Yeah. Armie Hammer, right?
Armie Hammer and Timothée Chalamet are gay lovers in some movie that came out a few years ago. I think it was Oscar nominated or maybe even won. Which I didn't see because at the time I wasn't watching prestige movies like that.
Yeah.
But now seeing
Call Me by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name. Thank you. Yeah. Now seeing Chalamet and other stuff, I'm like, this kid's good. I'm gonna watch everything he's done.
He's really solid, actually.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, he's in Interstellar too, man.
Really?
Yeah, he's the son, and like we should do Interstellar. That movie's really good.
Yeah, we could. I've never seen it. Yeah. I've never seen it, so that'll be a good one to watch. I've never, other than the 3 Batman ones, I've never seen like a Christopher Nolan movie.
Oh shit! Yeah, watch that one. That one's pretty good. He's also in Lady Bird. Lady Bird's really good. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Oh no, I've heard of that.
Sorry, if you need to end this, we can just end this.
No, I mean I got nowhere to go. I'm just thinking about our rabid fan base that wants to either take your, they want to take your suggestion of seeing Ghostbusters, or they want to take mine.
Oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, they always need to watch it.
Leave a comment and tell us if you're Team Steve or Team Nick. What do you?
I don't want that to be. I'm going to win all these. I'm much more likable than you are.
Let's find out. Let's find out. All right, in the comments, sound off. Who's more likable? Yeah. Leave a comment, please. I guess all the usual stuff. Like and subscribe once this comes out. Follow us on our personal Instagrams and our show Instagram at Let's Get Trashed Pod on Instagram. Steve, let's give your plugs, buddy.
No, you didn't set me up for it. You were like, just Steve.
We're in the middle of plugs. I pointed to you and said, Steve, you got to take the ball and run with it.
I'm currently Step on Hand on Instagram. Yeah, that's about it. Just follow me there for art content.
Content, some movie content, and yeah, it will be once we start putting stuff out. I'm at Nick Tozzo Drums, at Nick Tozzo Drums on Instagram. So yeah. Check us out. Leave a comment. Tell us whether you like it. Tell us what movie we should do next. Also, if you have a suggestion, tell us what movie we should do next.
Even if it's horrible.
Please, yeah.
I'm down.
We don't care what you have to say. We just need the comments. We need traction.
We aren't gonna watch anything you recommend, but we want the interaction.
How can you say you're more likable than me? I don't understand. No, I'm kidding. Literally, if anybody has even watched this once, thanks. we do appreciate it.
Really need this, really?
Yeah, you don't understand. I'm drowning over here.
Rent's going up fast.
If podcasting doesn't work out as a career, I might have to be a troop. I might have to. I might have to join the army like another Harold Ramis movie or Stripes. I might have to join the army in my 40s like Bill Murray did.
It's gonna go horribly.
Yeah, it'll be it'll go way worse than Stripes. I'm not gonna whatever. All-time great movie. Bill Murray and Harold Ramis were a dynamite team back in the day. So I think they had a falling out, which maybe that contributed to Egon's less than stellar reputation here on Earth. I don't know how much of Bill Murray, Bill Murray, do you want to do this movie? He's like, not unless you make Harold Ramis a piece of shit. That's the only way I'll do it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's Get Trashed, episode 2, unless we release it in a different order, but whatever. All right.
Bye.
Later.